We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On
the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
1st down, Bengals.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And Burrow going to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. But there he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Sutton now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? They responded to the challenge.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Down at the 20-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Sutton now to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Score, Bengals 21, Steelers nothing.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Another try for Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyson Alualu drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Cybers on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
21.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half-second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Steelers first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The ball on the 8, still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. Here's the option. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Joshua Dobbs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Their own 16-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What up?
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be corralled well up.
I got an X Factor game and a Superstar game in the same fucking game.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking it.
The one's looking good, the other one's not.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman in the game.
That's a 0 run game.
Scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your...
What happened?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun to give to Mixon, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again.
I can barely hear you with stupid... I can't hear.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now
This fucking game. This is nuts.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Mixon. And his rough after
10 rushing attempts, 1 yard.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
This is crazy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, and it's still a good-sized lead.
I keep missing field goals on purpose.
This is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. It takes us near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
What? Alright, well, hold on. Hold on, go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete to Joe.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Joe Mixon.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot. So
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job.
God damn it, bro. Fuck! I hate that I can't run. Shit's annoying. Fuck, dude.
But an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengals TD.
Oh my god. And I take out Joe Mixon for one play, I run it and get a 20-yard running touchdown. You gotta be fucking shitting me.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me.
I got the superstar dub though, at least.
Slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Able to hit his target, Claypool. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. So far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
8-yard line.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll move the chains. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah,
Now we're talking.
The head coach in preseason, what he talked about was building a bully, and I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has his scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against
What'd you say?
wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground.
They mean by the person you're guarding?
Waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Burrow. forced out to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Now they set up a screen for McFarland.
Or they hardly touch the ball, and you can, like, you guarding point guards, they touch the ball every time.
19 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On first down, McFarland. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears
The what?
right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen.
God damn it, bro. I'm not going to get this dev for Joe Mickey. That was close, but
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the
fucking kept tackling me for loss, man.
They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape for the win. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's
Hello?
knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, Mixon.
Motherfucker.
Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up.
Hello?
Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
Hello?
But that's exactly what happened.
Hi, Mr. Bull.
Yeah, this is him.
Hi, this is the front desk at Hotel Beckett. The housekeeper just cleaned the room that you had stayed in on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Here we go. Black 20. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Bengals.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
14. First down, Cincinnati.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Cincinnati, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Be right back. Take the trash out real quick. Bro, I had 27 rushing attempts for 55 yards. That's so trash. I just put him out there. Because he's a little sissy ass.
Let the dog in.
You little bitch like you.
Let him in. Shove it.
You gotta dunk that shit. You ever see that, what's that one with Adam Sandler? Fuck. Anger management. I'm first in pass defense. Let's go. Passing yards allowed. Bengals got that lockdown, D? Let's get it. Yo, this motherfucker has 52 interceptions. The next closest is 45 on the season. That's nuts. Packers 0 penalties. Jesus. Hey, I got defensive rookie of the year. Let's get it. I got 3 of them on the top 10. Young team, young team. Best QB in the AFC. Talk to him. Talk to him. The what? Oh. Damn offense is cheeks in this league. That sucks. Got the #1 defense though. In both leagues. Oh, let's get it. I got the #1 pass D in both leagues. Total yards allowed. My defense only has 7 sacks. I'm last in sacks. That's trash. Third in interceptions, last in sacks. Yeah, your player. I'm 7 out of 8 on 4th downs. Let's go. Miles Jack, number 4. Let's go.